After the Office of National Statistics released their figures on net migration, and this figure actually shows a revised number from 606,000 to 745,000 of net migration into the UK. Now, this number has raised a lot of concerns both in the House of Parliament and also among the public. The major concern is really around how this increasing number of migration into the UK after Brexit and after COVID is going to affect or impact the available resources being accessible by the public. There's going to be a lot of competition for the limited resources available for the public. And in the midst of this the current UK Home Secretary has also reinforced the fact that the government is committed to reducing the number of legal immigration into the United Kingdom. And some of the things mentioned or some of the measures being proposed affect people who are planning to or are currently on the post-study work visa, the health and care visa, the skilled worker visa, and many other visa categories. So I'm going to share with you guys all of the conversation around this proposed measure in relation to reducing net migration and what to expect basically from the new UK Home Secretary in the next couple of months. So if this sounds like something you'd like to know, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across this channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, I appreciate you guys for being here. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Before the former Home Secretary was sacked, she has put in some measures that has been passed into law. For instance, students not being able to bring in dependents anymore from January 2024, students not being able to switch to another visa category until after completion of her program. Now, these are some of the measures she has been able to pass into law before she was sacked from office. And when this number came out also by the figures released by ONS, the former Prime Minister, former UK Home Secretary has said that the pressure on public services for migration is unsustainable after figures estimated record levels last year. And also she also mentioned that the government must act now to cut number of people coming into the United Kingdom. And this was as a result of the fact that the number of net migration was actually on the highest level of 745,000 last year. So number 10 said migration was far too high and it was acting to bring it down. So the government is really so keen about bringing it down. However, they have been strategic on what to implement in order not to have a very bad effect on the UK economy. Now, the Prime Minister's official spokesman said this includes clamping down on dependents of students coming to the UK and increasing visa costs. But the former Home Secretary, who was sacked from her cabinet last week, said the figure recorded were a slap in the face to the British public, who have voted to control and reduce migration at every opportunity. She also added that the pressure on housing, the NHS, school, wages, community cohesion is unsustainable. And she said enough is enough with the number of people coming to the UK. And also the Home Secretary, former Home Secretary, also said that she had called for measures including an annual cap on net migration, closing off the graduate visa route, and a cap on the health and care visas. Brexit gave us control. It is time to use them, she added. Now, it's really important that some of the things she has been able to pass into, as I said earlier on, is reducing or stopping students from bringing their dependents, and also students not be able to switch to their visa. And also she has also made some some propositions that the post-study route or the graduate visa route should be cancelled. And that's the truth. In the past, many reasons why most students return back to their home country after their studies is their inability to get a job, and they had no other visa option to switch to. So many people coming to the UK and unable to secure a professional job end up going back to their home country. Now, but with the introduction of the graduate visa, most students who graduate from universities here in the UK get a chance to stay back for another 2 years, which then reduce the number of people who choose to go back to their home country. So the plan is to stop the graduate route visa, and of course, if that is being stopped, if people are not able to secure a job after their program, most people would have to go back to their home country. And in my opinion, I think that's going to reduce net migration. Another thing is to cap the health and social care visa routes. And my major concern with this is that this might not be sustainable because of the increasing number of shortage of professionals in this particular field. So it might be a bit challenging for them to be able to achieve this, because if they put a cap to it, what happens to the shortage happening currently in that particular sector? So it is understood that the government is considering some new measures to cut migration, and this includes, number one, limiting to one the number of relatives that health and social care workers are allowed to bring in to the UK. And this is one of the major concerns of the MPs, that most people coming into the UK on the health and care sector are probably bringing like 4 to 5 of their family members into the United Kingdom. And one of the measures to stop this is that they are looking at putting a cap to the number of dependents anyone coming to the UK on the health and care visa can come with. So if you're coming to the health and care visa, you have to bring in one person. So it's either your wife or your partner or one of your children. So yeah, I don't know how that is going to play out, but that's one of the things they're trying to put into place to curb net migration. Another thing they're trying to put into place is raising the minimum salary threshold for work visas. So if you don't get a job that pays a certain amount of money, you might not be able to get the work visa. So yeah, this might not, I don't know, based on the minimum wage in the UK, I don't see how this is going to play out, basically. In my opinion, considering the fact that the minimum wage in the UK is really a bit low compared to the current salary requirements for the skilled worker visa in the UK. So I don't really understand how increasing the minimum salary threshold for work visa is going to play out. But yeah, let's wait and see what happens. Now, another thing they're trying to put into place basically is abolishing the system that allows employers to pay less where they are recognized as shortage occupations. Now, if you're conversant with the rules in relation to shortage occupation in the UK, certain occupations have, aside from the minimum salary requirement and earning £10.45 per hour, another salary requirement is called the going rate. Now, this going rate differs if you're getting a job that is in the shortage occupation. Even if you are earning a little bit lower to the minimum salary requirement, you're still able to get the skilled worker visa. So their plan basically is to abolish that particular system that allows employer to pay lesser to the minimum salary threshold. So yeah, these are some of the things that really been mentioned on how this increase from 606,000 net migration to 745,000 is really going to play out. Now, what the new Home Office Secretary James Cleverly has to say is that the government remain committed to reducing the level of legal migration as well as eliminating abuse of the visa system. Yeah, that's the truth. The visa system is really being abused in so many ways. If you check out the last video I made, some of the things being mentioned on media in relation to immigrants abusing the visa system here in the United Kingdom. And also the Home Office Secretary also said that the ONS figure did not show a significant increase from last year's figures, and pointed to a number of important and positive changes affecting them. Yeah, that's the increase in the net migration. How some of the measures that the former Home Office Secretary is planning to put into place come January 2024. They are also believing that some of those measures is definitely going to reduce net migration into the United Kingdom. Now, the Home Office Secretary also said that the biggest drivers of immigration to the UK are students and healthcare workers. They are testament to both our world-leading university sector and our ability to use our immigration system to prioritize the skills we need. And that's the truth. So I'm really looking at how they are planning to stop the post-study work visa or put a cap to the health and care visa. It really might not be possible, because trust me, the university system in the UK is majorly funded by immigrants. So if there's a cap to, or if they decide to stop the post-study work visa, which is one of the reasons why people actually come into the UK to study anyway, this might reduce the number of students moving to the UK for a master's, a BSc or a PhD program, which in turn affects the earning capacity of UK universities. So I don't see how realistic that would be. However, finger crossed, let's see what happens in the next couple of months. And also for the health and care visa, how are they going to manage the shortage of care assistants in the UK if they decide to put a cap on number of dependents? I would have a family back home and leave them because I want to come to the UK to work as a care assistant. So yeah, that's some of the things that they plan to put into play. Let's see how this works in the next couple of months. And if you find this video useful, please click on the like button. If you have any question or you have any thoughts or anything contrary to what has been mentioned in this video, please state in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, come on, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.